All right, let's just jump right in. I want you to imagine you're a detective, but your crime scene? It's not some quiet library, it's the buzzing, chaotic heart of a computer system. You've got millions of clues, but also millions of red herrings. So, how in the world do you find the one piece of evidence that cracks the whole case? See, that's the thing. Your systems, they never shut up. Every single second, they are generating this nonstop stream of information, just chattering away about every little thing they're doing. It is a constant, endless conversation. But here's the real question, right? Are you actually listening to the right conversations? Because most of that chatter is just noise. It's the background hum of a perfectly healthy machine. The real trick is being able to pick out that one critical whisper that signals a massive problem is just around the corner.
And that brings us right here to the digital haystack. The subtitle really says it all: drowning in data. This is the core problem we're going to unpack right now.
So, take a look at this. This is just one single line from a system log. Now, if you know what you're looking for, there are definitely clues here. You got svhost.exe, reg query key, and the big one, access denied. But let's be honest, for most of us, this is pretty much just digital gibberish. And that one line, it's just the beginning. The sample data used for this analysis was 50,000 records long, and that was just for a test. A real system can spit out millions of these lines every single hour. It's not a stream of data, it's a fire hose.
So it all comes back to this one mystery. How on earth are you supposed to find that single critical access denied error when it is buried in a mountain of millions of other totally normal lines of text?
So, how do we solve this? Well, that brings us to section 2, an ultimate solution. And I gotta say, I love this subtitle, A Hero Emerges. Because every good detective story needs a hero, right? And our hero's name is, well, it's a mouthful. Get ready for it. Master Ultimate Dashboard Enhanced V7 Ultimate. Yep, you heard me. Not just Ultimate, V7 Ultimate. The name alone just screams I mean business. Okay, so what is this thing with the crazy name? Put simply, it's our data detective. It's a script that takes that mountain of digital gibberish and just masterfully transforms it into a beautiful, interactive dashboard that, a human can actually understand. It turns all that chaos into pure clarity. Let's look at what it can do. It creates these interactive dashboards, it's got advanced filtering, a super high-performance processor, but the real game changers are these last two. It has built-in anomaly detection, and it automatically generates insights. It's not just showing you data, it's practically doing the thinking for you. Okay, so how does it actually do all this? That's what we're going to cover right here in section 3, Taming the Data Firehose. It's time for the magic to be explained. This slide right here, this is the secret sauce. The old way of doing things is like trying to catch that data fire hose in a tiny bucket. You try to load the whole massive file into your computer's memory and poof, it just crashes. But the streaming way, our hero's way, is like sipping from that fire hose with a straw. It just reads and processes the data one small, manageable chunk at a time. And the result of this super clever streaming approach, get this, a massive 80 to 90% reduction in how much memory it uses. That's not just a minor improvement. That is literally the difference between a tool that actually works and one that just gives up and dies. But it's not just about being efficient. It's about being smart. You can think of this part as the script's brain, the anomaly detector. It's this intelligent engine that automatically scans all that data for you, looking for suspicious patterns. Things like a process that's failing way too often, or weird activity happening at 3 in the morning when no one should be working. All right, we've seen the problem, we've met our hero tool. Now it's time for the payoff. Section 4, From Chaos to Clarity. This is the big reveal. What does all this work actually look like in the end? And boom, here it is. This is that transformation in action. Instead of millions of lines of code nobody can read, you get this. A simple, clean, at-a-glance summary. Success rate, 95%. Error rate, 5%. And an overall health score of 85 out of 100. Instantly, you know exactly where you stand. No digging required. So what about those weird things that's Brain found? This is where our detective presents its findings. It automatically flags things for you, like, hey, this vchost.exe thing is failing way more than it should.
Or you've got a lot of activity happening between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m., and there's a big spike in access denied errors. These are the golden nuggets pulled right out of the noise for you.
And this is where it goes from a great tool to an absolutely incredible one. It doesn't just tell you what's wrong, it gives you actual actionable insights on how to fix it. This quote, it's pulled directly from the script's insight generator. It's telling you exactly what to go check. That's not just data, that's a recommendation. But hold on, we're not done yet. There is one more thing. Our final section is called the Automated Analyst, and this tool has one last and frankly kind of amazing trick up its sleeve.
So the workflow looks like this, right? You run the script, it chews through all that raw data, it builds that beautiful dashboard we just saw, but then its job isn't finished. There's a third step, and this is where the real magic happens. It automatically generates a polished presentation for you. And here it is, the final output. The script can actually create a whole slide deck summarizing all of its findings, and it just hands you a URL. And as you can see, you can even pick a theme, like Alien. I'm not making that up. Your complex system analysis delivered to you in an alien-themed slide deck. What a time to be alive. So when you boil it all down, this script is way more than just a clever tool. It's kind of like a blueprint for a new way of solving problems. And it really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What if every complex problem, every digital haystack we face, had a detective this smart, this efficient, and this, well, ultimate?